Hey guys, welcome back to Judo Highlights. So we'll have a look at Nakamura and his performance at the World Championships. Took a bronze medal. He had one unfortunate loss, but we'll have a look at that. We'll have a look at his bronze medal contest as well, and all the matches before that as well too. So in the first round he was up against Baratov from Uzbekistan. And if you didn't know, Nakamura, he has a newaza heavy game. Although he's got a really nice seoi-nage, drops down really low to the ground. And there's a nice kochigari as well. So, in my opinion, I think he should just maybe lay off the newaza a little bit. How about that for some defense? That's pretty amazing defense, right? We're actually going to get a replay of this defense. But as I was saying, I think he should maybe just focus more on strengthening his stand-up techniques, because he might need to be newaza heavy in Japan because people have such amazing tachiwaza skills. But on the international scene, I mean, his tachiwaza is right up there. Look at that kochigari, for example. You're going to see some big soresuri komigoshis later as well. So his tachiwaza is really high level in terms of the international scene. And the way the rules are, I think he should just kind of focus a little bit more on the tachiwaza and lay off the newaza just a bit. As I say that though, here he is, securing his first win with the newaza that he's known for. I mean, once he gets into his patterns, he's really hard to stop. And you're going to see this in the next round against Pantano. This was a fast one. So Pantano, he managed to survive this first sequence. But from here, I mean, this is all over. And watch him work his magic. So there's that kochigari again. Gets a wazari for it. And Nakamura is really good at this. Turning people over from the turtle. Rolling them over. Securing the top half. And then getting his legs out. And Pantano, he did good to defend here, but Nakamura's going to go again. And he's going to adjust. So it's kind of like a modified Akimoto roll that he does. And he rolled over very quickly into the Yoko Shiho Gatame. Actually, maybe this is possibly Mune Gatame. But anyway, a very nice win. 2 wins with newaza so far. And up next, he was up against Mikidze from France. And now Mikidze, he's very, very high level, going to the Paris Olympics for France. So about as a high level as a competitor as they get. And Mikidze, he's got good defense on the ground as well. He was giving Nakamura a lot of problems in the newaza. Looking for a seoi-nage here, and then trying to transition, but you can see Mikidze, good guard, plays guard really well. And Nakamura, he's trying to pass the legs here. Very traditional passing, but Mikidze, good with the guard. I wouldn't be surprised if he does a little bit of BJJ. Now that kochigari really working for Nakamura throughout the day. Tried to step over the legs here, didn't get it. And as I was saying, he's really good at attacking the turtle, but otherwise doesn't really have a lot of success kind of dealing with people's guards. Kochigari again, but still no score. And it's these situations here that maybe Nakamura might want to work on a little bit more. Good defense. And very aggressive. It's great to see someone who can push a pace and just really pressure people, not only in the stand-up but also on the ground as well. And you can see Mikidze just slowly taking a little bit longer to get up each time. And every time he gets up, Nakamura is in his face, gripping, and then when it goes to the ground, there's no time to rest. And Mikidze forced to work here. This time though, he gets past the legs into the osaikomi. And as I said, once he gets it, it's all over. It's just a matter of time. And he is really persistent with it. So, you know, you might stop him the 6th time, the 7th time, the 8th time, maybe even the 9th time. But when he comes again for that 10th time, he's going to get it. Very, very good on the ground. So up against Lee in the next round, the quarterfinal. And Lee, very fast, very technical with the kumikata. Look at that, lightning quick. Tayatoshi but Nakamura, good base, a little bit shorter, stronger in the legs. Good at being very defensive. In this next exchange, once again, the Kochigari. Almost a makikomi. And then really putting on the pressure here on the ground. Must be so tiring to have someone jump all over you like that. Not sure what Nakamura was trying to do there. Now, double sleeves from Lee here. And Nakamura just, you know, he's not too worried about the grips. He's thinking more about tatami control, putting pressure on, and then making situations like this. Now Lee does good to escape here. Just pushing away from the chest of Nakamura. Trying to stand up. Double sleeves again at the edge of the tatami. And Lee, surprisingly, he's good at this. Kind of lulling people in. And look at the flexibility of Nakamura. He defends a lot of things like this, like Uchimata. And I'm surprised he doesn't get done for head diving. He probably will at some point in the future, but that's absolutely crazy. Can you touch your shoulder with your knee? I definitely can't. So Nakamura now, more pressure. And you'll see a nice mat return in a minute. Here he is, going behind him. Takes him to the ground. Nagayama, he's really good at this as well. And you can just see the exhaustion on Lee. Finding it really hard, 2 minutes into golden score, just to find the energy. Nakamura unstoppable, good defense. And then absolutely insane pressure on the ground. And so Lee, I mean, he might be used to fighting 6 minutes, tachiwaza. But when you start mixing in tachiwaza and the newaza, especially if you are a stand-up fighter, it's really grueling and difficult. But Nakamura, I mean, this is his territory. This is what he loves to do. And how about that for a Soresuri Komigoshi as well? No score though, but, you know, as I was saying at the start of the video, he's definitely got the techniques. I think he needs to focus on that a little bit more. And his newaza will just come. Now Lee, I thought he was burning the clock here a little bit. You know, that was definitely not on the elbow. And they had a look on the video referee. No, it was not. And then Nakamura comes out with this Seoi Nage, just enough for a Wazari. He does have a really beautiful Seoi Nage when he can do it. Head touching the mat, and then his shoulder is doing all sorts of crazy stuff. Very strong in that position too. I would love to see him bring it out more. Now next up, this is a semi-final against Sadalashvili. And this one was a little bit unfortunate, although I would have to say Sadalashvili was definitely dominating in the tachiwaza. Nakamura, he was looking for a lot of tomoe nages just like this, but Sadalashvili knew what to do. He defended really well. And then you could just tell Nakamura didn't like the grips that Sadalashvili was taking in the later minutes of the fight. Now this is the grip I was talking about from Sadalashvili, causing problems for Nakamura, just over the back of the head like that and around the belt. Missed opportunity for the Ashiwaza and then gets thrown here for a Sumigaishi. Misses the Ashiwaza and then that just gave Sadalashvili that opportunity. Barely enough for a Wazari. Now Nakamura, credit to him, he came forward, he really looked to get that throw back. Although this just wasn't working for him and I kind of wish he went to a different technique. I'm not sure what other techniques he has. He's got a tomoe, a seoi nage, and a sode. Kochigari as well. Kind of wish he threw more kochigaris in this situation, instead of going to the ground every time. So Sadalashvili, he ends up winning this one. He ended up becoming world champion as well. So Nakamura, it wasn't his day. And he went through into the bronze medal contest up against Smetov. And Smetov, I mean, he's got great results, does really well, but I think against the Japanese, he has a hard time. I think he's got a style that is somewhat similar to the Japanese, and they kind of like fighting him. So Nakamura, I did pick him to win this one, and he did. And he had a really nice ippon at the end of this as well. Looking for that tomoe-nage, doesn't get it. So Nakamura, I'm not sure what it was on the day, but his tomoe-nage just really not working for him. Kosoto here. Nice sticky foot too. Looked for a sore and got a big reaction from Smetov. Could have thrown the leg in there for the kochi, probably would have got him. But then commits to the sore, one-handed. Throws Smetov over for ippon. And that's a really nice one. Have a look at it again.
2 world bronze medalists there.
And this is a great ippon to get, especially in a bronze medal contest. Well done to Nakamura. And hopefully we see him do better. Maybe a gold medal next year. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.